one of the big undercover policemen came, he pushed me to the ground. So by the time I got back up again, I had lost Padraig, not knowing that at this time he was being attacked by five undercover policemen who kneed him, kicked him, punched him, everything. And all he did the whole time was put his hands in his face to, try and protect himself. So, the videos on Facebook were trying to get, there's a picture of him up against the police van, where you can clearly see his nose is broken, there's blood all over his face, and it's heartbreaking.
Oh, Jesus, Don, it's unbelievable. And I mean, was this one? Was Padraig? Was he one of the ones that was caught on the camera where the copper with the puffer jacket was kicking him?
Sorry, what is that?
Was Padraig? Was he the one where the copper with the beige puffer jacket? Was that the one where he was kicking Padraig? Is that the one?
Yeah, that's him. He's also in maybe 3 or 4 different videos attacking and beating up different people. So they're saying that Padraig has assaulted a police officer by punching him in the face. There's two police officers who said yes, this happened. So over there, if a police officer, same as anywhere, a police officer says that they take it and that's it. So we've got 4 witnesses to say that no, this didn't happen. 4 people who don't even know Padraig, or who are willing to go and say, listen, no, this didn't happen. He didn't do it. He was trying to get away. He was trying to help me, and he was defending me as to, what had happened before me being pushed away and stuff. So it's just awful.
I mean, you said there did you say one of the other boys, he's not even got shoes, he's not got clothes? Is Padraig got a chair?
Yeah, it's Padraig. At the time whenever it happened, in the square, they took his coat off him, trailed it off, so he lost his phone, he lost everything. He lost his shoes. Whenever he got there, all he has on in jail is a pair of jogging bottoms that aren't very thick, a pair of socks and a t-shirt.
No, Don, I've got plans to go over to Holland, and I've been planning to do it for something else separate. But I'm hoping now to go over this week, God willing, because they need our help. I mean, apart from the Dutch lawyer, there's nobody else over there just now. There's no friends, no family, no nothing.
There's a man over there called Frank. He put on Twitter yesterday. If anybody is here, I live in Holland. If you need help or anything, to contact me. So him. He came. He travelled for over an hour in the car with his wife and his child. He came to me. He took Padraig's suitcase. He took his passport. He's been in contact with me. He's going to bring him. He's going to do as much as he can to help us and to help Padraig. He's going to try and get him clothes along with a lawyer and whatever else that he can do over there.
Well, you see, for myself, right, Don, I'm at a loose end myself, right. I'm going through something now where I can't really explain on the radio, but anyway, I'm not working now and I've a bit of free time, and they say there was something I was going to do over there, and I'm going to try and, God willing, to get myself over there. But what I'm thinking is, I mean, we need to get some, I mean, you've got to, as a people, one of the things I was thinking was, to get as many statements. I mean, you said you get 4, but there was over, I don't know how many thousand about at the time, but surely we could get loads of people testing me on what happened, thousands, and I could go there and eat with all these stuff here or whatever, and I want to liaise with that boy there, Frank, if the boys out there, 01414161888, somebody knows who the brother is, if you can pass it on as well. I'd love to go over there and do anything, because to try and get him released. I did a phone call on the night it happened to a Dutch police officer. It was a lassie, Patricia, but I want to go over there and try and put a case across to them, because for all the will and the love, for a Dutch lawyer, I hope he can do a good job, but I would want to maybe do a bit of solidarity work here, Don, and take whatever the boys need over, and whatever witness statements, and even testimonies of, stuff from Padraig's background, from people over there I could put it on the desk, you know, if I get in front of a judge or something anyway. I would be a pest to whoever. If I have to go and stand or track down a judge in fucking Holland, but the thing with I'll dress there in a Celtic onesie and I'll say, for the love of God, if you want 50,000 Fenians standing at your door, you better fucking let this guy loose, because you've just got one to deal with now, but there's 50 fucking thousand coming. Because the way it is, Don, I was going to be there this week. I was going to be there this week, but something happened to me. I crashed my car on the day that I'd got the book, and I had a flight there. I would have been there. There was some people who listened to this show were prepared to send me there, but because of my family circumstance, I couldn't manage it. I left it. I would have been there as well, and there, but the grace of God goes all. Another brother said earlier on, you know, it could have been me, it could have been you. So I through the stuff, and my friends just listening in here now, I'm getting texts and people sending. So God willing, I want to come over, and if we need shoes, if we need whatever, and the other boy as well, and God willing, I'm not thinking rationally now, because I'm a bit of an emotional character and a crackpot, Don, but with what you've told me, God love him, I mean, they're by the grace of God. It could have been anyone. I mean, tell us more of that happened. I mean, when did you go over there, and was it peaceful until it exploded, and did you see how it actually happened?
Yeah, we went on Tuesday. We actually took a crazy journey to get there. We went Belfast to Dublin, Dublin to Copenhagen, Copenhagen to Amsterdam. You know, got there, went out on Tuesday, met up with people who we knew were there, and, you know, just had one of the best nights ever in Amsterdam. It was so good. You know, we didn't come into any trouble that night. You know, it was just kind of me and Podrick running around Amsterdam, going to different bars, and it was so good. Wednesday day, you know, we got up, had something to eat, met up with friends in the square, just in with all the fun that was happening, you know, the party for Celtic. Then we went to the bar, just after, because our friends who were with had tickets for the match, so they were leaving. So we went over and stood at the corner at the bar, where everything kind of happened. But obviously we weren't to know this at the time, you know, we just thought, we're standing here, everybody's here, you know, there was nothing going on at this time, and until then, everything just went crazy. There's actually a video of Podrick when people start throwing bottles. There's a video of Podrick. He walks down to the front where everybody is, and he's shouting at them. He's telling them, you know, stop, don't be throwing. This isn't what kind of people we are. We don't do this. So I think then that, you know, he probably came out worse than anyone, along with the other fellow he's in with. It's just awful.
And are they going to? So the case, when's the case due? When are they due up on it?
Not until the 21st of November.
Jesus,
that's
two
forever away. Do you know what I mean? And to be in a place, I mean, I was in a hotel for 3 nights on my own, and being in a country where nobody really understands it is scary enough. So I couldn't even imagine how he feels in a jail. You know, and locked in a room for 23 hours a day, only allowed to make one phone call to home.
I've got friends over there, so I'm going to get myself a flight, and God willing, and hopefully a few people can put me up for a few nights, and I'll take it for there. And with my contacts on here with the Twitter, see, the way forward is, Don, I heard you saying earlier on, you're not on Twitter or anything, but for ourselves, you know, in the Celtic community, one person puts a retweet out, and you know, a few thousand friends put that out, and then with the power of, you know, just me talking, I've got a wee microphone and a wee cheap computer, and with a phone call, people are listening to us live across the world. I've got friends in Toronto, in New York, and all that, and we can all feel your pain, Don, and it's shocking, because I mean, seeing that on the TV screens, sitting here helpless as Celtic fans, seeing your boyfriend being attacked live on TV, you know, so, and it's a joke, mate, honest to God, because the Amsterdam police, I mean, did you see these police dressed as casuals at any time until this happened or anything like that?
What happened was we didn't even know that they were police officers until I actually went to the police station. You know, I said we were attacked by fans. He was like, no, it was undercover police. He didn't say undercover police. I'm not sure what the correct term is, but basically undercover police who were told that if anything is to happen, you come out, you clear the square. They didn't care who was in their way or what they done. They just come out and were so violent, so vicious, just didn't care about anybody or, you know, what was happening.
And that's what you thought, Don. You thought that it was casuals. You thought it was.
Yeah, I thought that I thought it was one of the Ajax fans who, you know, had pushed me away because he said move, pushed me, and I fell and like slid down a few stairs. You know, there's nothing compared to what happened to anybody else. But by the time I had got up there, I had lost Podrick, and you actually see in the video, you see by the time I get up and I'm walking, I'm trying to get away, but I'm looking, but he's on the ground, so I obviously can't see him. So now I'm kicking myself. I'm like, I wish I hadn't left the square. I wish I had done this, but I mean, too late.
So is it, go back to the lawyers thing? I mean, if they said, is there any chance of getting him out before then to be on bail somewhere? I mean, is there something that we could do to say, well, we've got a house for him to stay, where he could go under house arrest, for an example? You know, if we could find a house somewhere, could we say, look, let him out and give his passport up? At least that's a better circumstance if we could find a house for him or something, maybe, I think.
Yeah, to be honest, the solicitor who they gave him hasn't been very helpful. You know, people back home knew that Podrick wasn't coming home with me before I even knew. So this other solicitor who has contacted us, you know, he seems really, really helpful, and he seems like he really wants to help. So by Monday we're going to get the file sent over to him. He's going to go and visit Podrick, reassure him, you know, that he's trying his best and he's doing whatever he can to, you know, get him out. We just have to wait.
Can Podrick, can he be called? Can I call him in the jail? Can I get him on the thing where, can he call me to get him on, or is it allowed?
He only has one call, and it's not for very long. You know, it's for a few minutes, and he's basically just saying, you know, hi, is everyone okay? You know, he's like, he's frightened, obviously, but he's trying to be strong. So
somebody was phoning me for a Dutch number. There's someone here, and I know it's one of my listeners, because prior to about a month ago, I'm pretty sure it's one of the good boys, but a call just came in for the Netherlands here. But what I was going to say, even for yourself, if you were to pass a number on at a certain time, if you could phone through, I could get him on here and talking and explaining it, because I don't know if it would help or anything. Well, saying that, I'm thinking I wouldn't want to get him into trouble with the Dutch bastards, but you know, I want to do anything to get him out. And as I say, put it to the police over there and make representation. You know, we could get someone. That boy is phoning me for over there. He's just heard me saying what I said there. You know, he's probably phoning up to offer a house where he could go and stay, because he was probably at the game in the Netherlands. I know who this boy who probably phoned me, but I was going to say, if you could get him on and come on to talk and say his bit, because I want to step up to the plate, and I think everybody out listening there wants to come up and do whatever they can, or just a wee bit because, you know, why should he languish in jail? Because he was standing there peacefully with yourself when I was having a wonderful day out. You know, I was hoping to be there with my daughter. I was hoping I had 2 tickets booked, but only circumstance denied me. You know, I would have been there. It could have been me.
You know, say with a group of his friends, all would what I would have thought maybe, you know, I don't know. But Podrick was with me. You know, he had no reason to want to fight with anyone. You know, it was a few days away for us. He didn't want any trouble. You know what I mean? He didn't want any fighting, any arguing. He was trying to calm people down, and it just backfired.
I mean, the reason why I'm Celtic, Glasgow Celtic, I mean, have they been in contact, the football club been in contact with you? Anyone from Celtic at all?
I got a message from someone earlier on Facebook whose brother is in Glasgow. So he's trying to get someone, you know, he has my number, he's trying to get someone to contact me so that they can try and help maybe, but I haven't heard anything yet, so I'm just hoping that I hear, you know, in the morning or something. If
anyone, if anyone wants to get, if you want through myself, if some people know John Paul Taylor, he's a Celtic fan liaison. If he wants, he can contact me. I'll follow him on Twitter, and I can send him the number for you if you want, and that'd be the Celtic liaison if you want to contact you, or else he can contact you through the same way I managed to by sending it. So I think Celtic should at least be doing something, or offering something, or you know, because, you know, if it's proven, well, I mean, from what you're saying there and what we've seen there, you know, Padraig was attacked by people who were posed as casuals, and he's languishing in a jail. And it doesn't matter, you know, if one of the police was attacked. I mean, you can categorically say your Padraig never attacked any police officer. He was standing there and he was attacked, because the stories we get here or hearing here is Celtic fans attacked, and one police was put in hospital unconscious or whatever, but you can categorically say just now that Padraig is totally innocent of this, Don.